Hey, what's up, Airsofters? I've tried to do this intro about 137 times. All have failed. How's it going? It's Chris from Lincoln Airsoft, and today I want to talk to you about Evike and their paid repair/upgrade customer service. Recently, and by recently I mean about 2 months ago, I issued one of my guns for a repair and upgrade service. But before we get to that, I want to go back to the beginning and mention first that I have a cold. So if you hear me like a little bit stuffy, if you hear me like sound a little bit mucusy, that is why. So I apologize for that. Do you guys remember when I first got my my CM16 RAL by G&G? I bought that gun and I made 2 videos with it. One with no upgrades in it and one after putting some upgrades. Originally, I bought the gun from my local army barracks in Conway, New Hampshire for just under retail price from a little bit of a deal we had going on. So I got the gun a little bit cheaper, which is really cool. And I was unaware that this gun had the stigma of being a starter gun. I don't really care about that. If I spend over $150 on a gun, then that gun to me is automatically like above starter level. I feel like $150 and under is starter level, and this one was closer to $200 retail price. So it's a little bit more, you know, bolsterous in my opinion. But I don't care about that stigma about using starter guns. You know, if you use a $40 barely works electric gun in a game, as long as you're having fun and you're comfortable with the gun, then that's fine. That's your prerogative. Go for it. So I don't need to have a Polar Star or a Crytek to have fun in Airsoft. So anyways, I was enjoying the game. I played that first game with the gun, brand new, basically out of the box. All I did was put a grip and like a dot sight on it or something like that, and I played the game. And I was doing well. I really enjoyed the gun when I got it. It was like, this gun is performance-wise, like exactly, it feels really good for my needs. Like, it feels very comfortable with my range, mobility, how lightweight it is, how easy it is to find my sight, and it was really nice. So I decided, yes, I'm gonna do some upgrades in this gun, and I'm gonna make it even better because I dominated with this thing. So I immediately went out and I did Modern Airsoft's mystery gift card challenge, not challenge, but mystery gift card. And I bought one and I got $125, the basic, the lowest amount you could possibly get. So I still got like an extra $20 on the card or whatever. And I went and I bought some upgrades off of Modern Airsoft. The MOSFET, I bought an inner barrel. I bought a Mad Bull Type Bore 6.1mm inner barrel. I bought a high torque motor, and then the MOSFET, like I said. So I got those like 4 upgrades inside the gun. I played with it again, and this thing was, it was a diamond buster. It was kicking, but I don't even know what diamond buster means, but that's how cool it is. I came out of the gate swinging with this thing, and it packs a punch. So I was so impressed by its rate of fire with the motor and the MOSFET, and it was just demolishing people. So what I ended up doing was, man, want to hear this rate of fire? And I destroyed my piston. I fired it for less than 2 seconds, but I annihilated the teeth of my piston. They were polymer teeth. So what I did was, I thought, okay, that's fine, I will get this repaired after, and that was my second video with the gun. So I go and I buy a new piston, and I go to get it repaired, and at the same time I buy a DMR grip, because I want to turn it into a mid-range / DMR build. I buy that stuff and I bring it to my local tech, and I get some work done on it, but he can't do everything, so I tried replacing the piston myself. I was able to get the piston in there, but I had to give him the gearbox to put it back together, my tech, and he gave it back to me after he put the gearbox back together. I went, okay, cool, now I'm going to try to put this DMR grip in there. I tried to install the DMR grip, only to kind of ruin some of my wires inside the gun for the gearbox, so I ruined my wires. I got them working, though, and I put the grip on, and I tried to shoot it, and lo and behold, I think the cylinder and the air seal was busted, so the BBs went just kind of like plopped out of the gun. So I thought, well, I'm not going to bother my tech again with something like this, so I'm going to try out Evike's customer service, the repair service, and the upgrades. So I sent out the gun with a list of instructions, basically like, I want the DMR grip installed, and this is what's wrong with the gun, what's going on. So I send my gun out to Evike, and it looks like I believe, I'm looking at my emails here, I believe they received my gun. I sent it out on the 26th of September. They received my gun on the 3rd of October, and they said, hey, we received your paid repair shipment. It will be sent to our service department for inspection and processing. Allow 5 to 10 days for repair and testing. Okay, cool. So they do all that, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And I get an email back. I get an email all the way back a week later, exactly 7 days later. And this is from a guy, Michael. And I'm not talking trash about Michael or anything. Don't take this as a malicious video. I'm just outlining the situation of what happened. So Michael sent it out to me. And he says, thank you for selecting Evike as your repair center, G&G Combat Machine RAL. Currently, our tech department has ran into a few issues with getting your gun up to specifications. I have included the details below. So, the wiring was routed improperly and had a lot of weak solder job and cuts. Wiring needs replacement. That was my fault. I messed up the wiring. I'm not a tech. The cylinder is for a 350 FPS. It needs a full cylinder replacement. Okay. Missing gearbox screws, my fault. And gears are a 13:1 ratio with brass bushing. They need bearings. They need steel bearings for high-speed gears. Okay. And then the AOE is not correct. I don't think I really know what the AOE is, but anyway, it's not correct. So, okay. Those issues, fine. Do what you gotta do. I'll pay to get that stuff fixed. Totally whatever. I was kind of expecting extra stuff. So then I messaged them exactly a week later. This is October 17th. And I was asking, hey, any update on the order? And then I get an email back saying, currently there's been no update on my order. He sent a message to the technician for an update, and he'll let me know when he hears back. I go, okay. I don't hear anything from him for 3 days, and then I message him saying, you know, I appreciate it. I get a message back. He finally gets back to me. Looks like he gets back to me the 20th, okay? And he said, thank you for reaching out to me. I spoke with the technician regarding your repair, and he provided the information. So basically, he needs to replace my wires, of course. He's going to upgrade my gear set to an 18:1 ratio. He's going to, he needs to install CNC precision steel ball bearing bushings. And then he has the ultra high strength, high performance steel teeth AEG piston and the cylinder. So I go, okay, let's get all that done. And I had to pay a little extra for those upgrades, which was expected. 5 or so days later, I get an email saying, our technician wants to discuss something regarding your upgrade. If you give us a call, we'll be happy to get you in touch with the technician. So I go, shit, okay. So I call them basically right away. Now, keep in mind, I sent the gun out at the end of September. We're now at the end of October, okay? So I call him, and he explains to me that during all their testing, that my gearbox cracked and broke. Then they replaced it for free. They swapped it out for free. And he was trying to tell me that they couldn't exactly get all those upgrades in there how I wanted it to be because it was putting way too much stress on the polymer body of the gun. The polymer body was flexing with the intensity of full automatic fire. 4 days later, they told me they had all this stuff installed. They got it all situated. They gave me the total for the additional order and everything. And okay, whatever have you, great. On Halloween, on the 31st of October, Halloween day, I get an email saying that the gun's being ready to be shipped out, and they're going to ship it back to me with 1 business day priority shipping. So as soon as they ship it, it should get here. I go, cool. They said we're going to give you we're going to give you a label and tracking information as soon as possible. I go, all right. So I wait and I wait and I wait, and then I hear back by about the 4th of this month, 11/4, and they said. Sent a message to the technician. It has gone out, and they were trying to get me the tracking information so I can see where it is. Lo and behold, they don't have the tracking information. They had to have this weird thing in the system where they couldn't print a standard shipping label, where they had to make one uniquely, and then they lost it. So they sent out the gun, and they don't have any idea where it is because they don't have the tracking and the shipping information. Well, if it's 1 business day, it should arrive pretty quick, right? That was the 4th. Today is the 11th. I still haven't received it. So I checked literally everywhere. I asked my neighbors, and nobody has any idea where this box is. So I haven't received my gun. Keep in mind, again, that this is a gun that I spent like $170 on, and I put in about another $80 in upgrades. They had probably another $130 in upgrades, plus the repair service. So I've like multiplied the cost of the gun by like 2.5 times. I'm up to like a $500 gun at this point. So I'm out that gun. I don't have it. So then I get another email from their sales department. I'm no longer speaking with Michael. I haven't talked to him yet at all. So their sales department messages me and says, I apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. Our warehouse is having a hard time confirming where your package is as they are not able to upload the tracking number for the shipment. We are having our warehouse double check this. The latest I should have an update would be by Friday. And then this was, I believe, Wednesday, the 6th of November. I will notify you as soon as possible. And so I'm waiting. And then I get an email back from somebody else. I get an email from Tanya. So this is 3 email chains I'm dealing with. And I get this back on Friday. It says, I apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. The warehouse was unable to find a tracking number for your repair, but we have processed the shipment, so it has been shipped out previously. We wanted to see if you have received your gun. If not, please let us know so we can take care of this for you. I appreciate your patience and truly apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. And I'm an understanding guy. I was definitely losing my patience. I was getting really, really frustrated. It has been like almost 2 months since I sent my gun out, and that is absurd. So I'm very kind and whatever have you in the emails, and I say, you know, I haven't received the gun, and blah blah blah. Thank you for all your help. And I said I got home, no gun, no delivery notice, no nothing. And then after that, Tanya responds by saying, "I'm so sorry you have not received your gun. Our warehouse is unable to get the tracking number, but they did confirm that it was shipped out and you should have received it by now." So right now, it's UPS's fault. They don't know where it is. We have no idea. Unfortunately, since you have not received your gun and our warehouse is unable to track it, what we can do is go ahead and replace your gun for you with the upgrades our tech department originally installed and get it reshipped to you at no additional cost. There's a silver lining. That is just beautiful. That is wonderful customer service right there. Even though it's not entirely their fault, obviously there were some mistakes on their end. Some, not entirely mistakes, but like there were issues on their end. It's nobody's fault in particular except for probably UPS. They're willing to basically pay and replace a $500 gun with all the upgrades and put the upgrades in. Said, I will advise our tech to start on this today and we'll provide you with the tracking number as soon as it ships so there are no further complications. And then I emailed them and I said, what can we do about the upgrades I had pre-installed? I had the MOSFET unit, the inner barrel, and I said, I believe I provided a list at the beginning outlining the existing upgraded parts. And then she said, we have accounted for those upgrades. Our tech support had a list of the parts you originally had, so they are going to replace all the parts that I had in there and then put all their upgrades ahead in there as far as I understand, and they're going to ship it out to me. All I needed was basically a repair of my gun that turned into me upgrading my gun a little bit more just to make sure it wouldn't be shattered next time I went to go use it, and it's ended up costing me probably $160 or so in upgrades and the service, and 2 months. But I am getting a brand new gun with the upgrades free of charge, so I'm just getting my gun back essentially, but this one hasn't been used in a game, so you know, I guess I'm getting a better gun technically, though I only used it twice. But you know, that being said, I'm not upset at anybody in particular at Evike. I want to clarify that I'm not upset at them. Yes, I was getting impatient because a lot of the times when I would message somebody, Michael, I would have to wait like 2 days. Even like from Tuesday, I wouldn't get a response till Thursday or Friday, which was super frustrating when I'm just trying to understand where my damn gun is. But it's not that easy on their end. It's not, and you know, where on my end, I'm just like, and on their end, they have way more going on. So I can understand that, and I'm not upset. I'm very happy that they're able to come forth and do a full replacement. I have not received it yet, but this is what I'm being told is happening. When I get my gun, I'm going to do basically a video on the gun outlining all the upgrades and doing like a whole review on the gun. I want to like show it off. I'm worrying that it's not going to be able to handle full sustained auto fire for very long without something else breaking. And to be safe, I'm basically not going to shoot the thing full auto. I'm going to try not to. I usually don't anyway. I'm a semi-auto shooter if I can help it. So now we're just waiting. And the gun should be shipped out in 2 business day shipping and should be shipped out almost immediately. I expect it to be shipped out probably by Wednesday this week. Today is Monday, and we'll see. And as soon as it comes in, I'll make another video and talk about it. Anyways, guys, that's it this video. If you have any experiences with Evike's upgrade or repair service, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious of your stories, and I don't think this is... I commend them for having the service even available. So I thank them for all their help. I'm not annoyed, I'm not frustrated, and I am happy with what's going to happen. Hopefully, as soon as it comes in, we'll find out. But I have no ill will towards anybody at Evike. This is just a bad situation with some bad luck and some dumb stuff happens. So, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Later. I don't know what this was. Cut!